Now we will read failures of riveted joint. So there are different failures of riveted joint. First is your tearing of plate at the edge. So to avoid tearing at the edge, we should keep a minimum margin to avoid tearing of a plate. So this is the minimum margin. So tearing of a plate at the edge, a joint may fail due to tearing of plate. So it can be avoided by keeping a margin. So what is the dimension of the margin? Margin should be 1.5 D. So 1.5 D means 1.5 diameter of the rivet hole, where D is the diameter of rivet hole. Next is your tearing of plates across the row of rivet. Next failure is your tearing of plate across the row of rivet. So tearing of plate, so plates will, if this is a riveted joint, the plates, this plate will tear. Okay, so if this is a plate over this, if this plate are joined by a rivet like this, so when the plates tear, this plate will tear because of the tensile stress. So what happened? Due to the tensile stress in main part, it may tear off across the row of rivet. So due to the tearing stresses produced, the plate may tear across a row of rivet. In such case, only the one pitch length of the plate is considered. Okay, next, the resistance offered by the plate against tearing is known as tearing resistance. So the resistance the plate will offer against tearing is known as your tearing resistance or tearing strength or tearing value. So in this figure, let P equal to pitch of the rivet. So as you know, what is pitch? The center distance between your two rivets is your pitch. Next, D is what? Diameter of hole. So D is the diameter of riveted hole. Next, T is what? Thickness of plate. So the thickness of plate is your T. Next, sigma T is what? Sigma T is the permissible tensile stress for the plate material. So sigma T is your permissible tensile stress for the plate material. Next, what is a tearing area? Tearing area per pitch length is given by your AT. So AT is nothing but your P minus D. That means this distance. P minus D into your T is your tearing area per pitch length. Therefore, your tearing resistance PT or pull required to tear off the plate per pitch length. So PT is given by what? P is nothing but your resistance. So resistance, that means it is a force. So this is nothing but area into your stress. So AT into sigma T, that is your, what is your AT? AT is nothing but P minus D into T into your sigma T. Next, when your tearing resistance is greater than the load applied per pitch length, this type of tearing occurs. Next, third is your searing of rivet. So when the two plates are like this and the force searing force act in like this, so the rivet which are joined in this axis will shear off, and due to searing force there is a misalignment. So this rivet is misaligned to this distance. So the plates which are connected by rivet exerts tensile stress on the rivet and if the rivets are unable to resist this shear stress, they are sheared off, and the resistance offered by the rivets to be sheared off is known as your shearing resistance or shearing strength or your shearing value. So, in this case, let D is the diameter of rivet hole, tau is the safe permissible shear stress. So, tau is your safe permissible shear stress of rivet material. Next, N is what? N is your number of rivet per pitch length. So, N is here number of rivet per pitch length. So, here shearing area is denoted by AS, that is equal to pi by 4 d square. So, this is pi by 4 d square for your single shear, and if 2 is multiplied, this is for your double shear, and it is 1.875 into pi by 4 d square according to Indian boiler regulation. Next is your shearing resistance or pull required to shear off the rivet per pitch length. So, this is denoted by PS, that is equal to your area into safe permissible shear stress. So, area, this is your area AS N into pi d square tau. Similarly, it is multiplied by 2 for your double shear, this is for single shear, and this is N into 1.875 into pi by 4 into d square into tau for Indian boiler regulation. Next, if shearing resistance is greater than your applied load per pitch length, this type of shear occurs. Next, the last part is your crushing of plates or rivets. So, sometimes it happens that rivets actually does not shear off due to your tensile stress, but are crushed due to this but are crushed. So, due to this the rivet hole becomes a oval shape. So, the rivet hole becomes an oval shape. So, actual shape is like this. So, it becomes an oval shape due to crushing. Okay, and the joint becomes loose. So, the joint becomes loose. This type of failure is known as your bearing failure or your crushing failure. Next, resistance offered by a rivet to be crushed is known as crushing resistance or crushing strength or your crushing value. So, let us see once again. D is the diameter of rivet hole, T is the thickness of the plate. Next, sigma C is the safe permissible crushing stress. So, it is the safe permissible crushing stress for rivet or plate material. Next, N is what? N is nothing but the number of rivets per pitch length. So, crushing area per rivet is given by AC, and AC is nothing but D into T, and total crushing area is equal to total number of rivets, that is your N into DT. Next is your crushing resistance. So, crushing resistance or pull required to crush the rivet per pitch length is denoted by PC, and is nothing but area into sigma C. So, that is nothing but N into D into T into your sigma C. And here also, when your crushing is greater than, crushing resistance is greater than the applied load per pitch length, this type of failure occurs. Next, in next video we will solve some of the problems with the failure occurred in your rivet. Thank you.